everyone, my name is Alya Sofhea and my metric number is A211867 and my speech title for today is Makeup is a form of self-expression, not insecurity. Alright, before I begin, I want you to do something for me. Just look at me. Take a few seconds. What was the first thing you noticed? Was it my eyes? Was it my lipstick or my blush? Alright, so maybe you noticed that I am wearing makeup. But actually, yes, I am wearing a makeup. Now here's my real question. Alright, what was your first thought? Did you think like, she looks pretty? Or she probably wears makeup because she's insecure? Alright, just be honest with me. Because whether we realize it or not, many of us have made that assumption before. And that is exactly why I'm standing here today. Not because I want everyone to start wearing a makeup, no. But because I want all of us to stop judging people who do. Today, I want to convince you that makeup is a form of self-expression, not insecurity. Alright, so let me ask you another question, okay? So, have you ever dressed up for an important presentation? Alright, yes, okay, a first date. Graduation? Alright, so or maybe you just because you wanted to feel good, right? Of course, you have. Everyone have, right? So, did anyone tell you, wow, you must be insecure because you dress nicely today? No, right? Because if someone styles your hair, we call it as a self-care. If someone wears perfume, we call it presentable. And if someone wears a beautiful outfit, we call it confidence. Yes, exactly. But the moment we saw someone wears makeup, suddenly it's like, she's hiding behind it. She's fake. She's insecure. But like, why? I wanted to ask you like, why? Why is makeup the only form of self-expression and that people constantly associate with insecurity? For me, I don't think like the problem is the makeup because I think the problem is how quickly we judge someone. Alright, right now, imagine there are two women standing side by side. One is wearing full face of makeup and the other one is wearing none. Without even speaking to them, many people already create stories in their heads, right? The first woman, she's attention seeking. She's trying too hard. She's probably insecure. And the second one, she's natural. She's confident. She's authentic. Right? I bet everyone would say that. But everyone, here's the truth. They are both strangers. You don't know their personalities, right? You don't know their stories. You don't know why that two girls made that choice. The only thing that changed was your assumption. And for me, in my own opinion, I think like assumptions are very, very dangerous. Because why? Because they make us judge people based on appearance instead of character. Exactly. So now let me show you something, alright? What is this? Alright, most of you would say it is a makeup brush. But actually, I wanted to tell everyone here is that I see this as something different. I see it as a paintbrush. Because makeup isn't just about looking prettier. It's about creating. Artists use brushes, right? Fashion designers use fabric. And photographers use cameras. Musicians, they use instruments. And makeup lovers, they use makeup. We use makeup. Alright, it's simply another way to express our creativity. Some people love natural makeup, some people love bold eyeliner, some create artistic looks that belong in museums, and some recreate movie characters. There are a lot of recreations, and some use makeup to celebrate their culture. Some use it because it's fun, and none of those reasons actually deserve any judgment. because we celebrate artists for expressing themselves. So, for me, why we criticize someone who chooses makeup as their canvas? Because now I want to share something personal with you guys, alright? There are days where I don't wear makeup at all. There are also days where I spend 40 minutes to get ready. Guess what? I am still the same person, guys. My makeup doesn't change my kindness, and it doesn't change my intelligence. It doesn't change my values. It doesn't suddenly make me insecure. The only thing that changes is how other people treat. Sometimes people become nicer to me. Sometimes they compliment me more. Sometimes they respect me more. But actually, sometimes they also judge me. They assume like I am fake for wearing makeup. They assume I am trying too hard. They assume I am insecure. And that is the saddest part, guys, because people are not reacting to who I am. They are reacting to what they think makeup says about me. Actually, research has even shown that makeup can positively influence confidence and self-perception. But confidence and insecurity are not opposites, guys. Confidence can come from many things. Some people feel confident after going to the gym. Some people confident wearing their favorite outfit. Some people feel confident after getting a fresh haircut. And some also feel confident wearing red lipsticks, okay? So does that mean they are insecure? No. It simply means that they have found something that helps them to express themselves. Confidence looks different on everyone. Trust me, guys. And that is totally okay. Now let me ask you one last question, okay? The next time you see someone wearing makeup, before you think she's hiding her real face, ask yourself this instead, okay? Why am I assuming that? Because maybe she is celebrating herself. Maybe she's expressing her creativity. Maybe she is also preparing for an important day. Maybe she simply enjoys makeup too. Or maybe she doesn't owe anyone an explanation at all. Alright guys, so today I am not asking you to buy makeup. I am not asking you to wear foundation. I am not asking you to watch beauty tutorials. I am asking you for something much more important than that. Okay? I am asking you to change your mindset. Starting today, stop assuming that makeup equals to insecurity. Stop deciding someone's confidence based on their eyeliner. Stop judging people before you know them. Instead, respect their choices, celebrate their creativity, and remember that confidence doesn't always look natural. Sometimes confidence wears mascara, sometimes confidence wears glitters, sometimes confidence wears bold red lipsticks. And that is perfectly okay, guys. Because makeup doesn't hide who someone is, you know. Sometimes it helps them to express exactly who they are. So, the next time you see someone wearing a makeup, don't ask them, what are they trying to hide? No, but instead, ask yourself, what am I assuming and why? Because in the end, the real problem is never be the makeup, okay? It is the judgment behind the eyes that looking at it. Alright, that is all for me. Thank you so much, and I hope that we stop judging people because makeup is a form of self-expression, not insecurity. Bye bye.